Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are doing my morning routine. Yes, my actual real morning routine. I am not a morning person, but I've been trying to create a bit more structure in my mornings, and it helps me get my head in the right space and waking up earlier. At least before 7 is what I've been trying to do. So after I make my bed, I head into the bathroom, get myself together. I like to put on a podcast just so I have something to listen to, and today I chose Smartless, and the James Cameron episode was actually really good. When it comes to getting myself together, first I just try to wake myself up because I clearly don't want to be awake yet. I ended up wearing a crew neck to sleep the night before. I typically don't do that, but it was really cold, so I decided to go to bed with an extra layer. And when it comes to my skincare routine in the mornings, I really don't do a whole lot. I usually save my cleansing and toning for the night before, so I just go in with a splash of water to help wake myself up in the mornings.
My boyfriend just texted me, "Morning, babe. It's very cold. Sick." Welcome to Canada.
Like I said, it was super cold, and as you can see, -17 is no joke. I have to put my contacts in because honestly my day doesn't start until I can see, and I definitely need contacts to be able to see. For the rest of my skincare, I definitely use moisturizer. This is my super hydrating one, and it is pretty thick. I definitely wear this more in the winter time, especially where I live. It is super dry and I slather that ish on, so I'm just caking it on because it helps make my skin feel a lot more hydrated, and I definitely needed that. Next, I also use an eye cream. It's for my under eyes, and I can't pronounce the name of it, but this one I use all year round, and it just adds a bit more hydration underneath my eyes and also helps brighten it a bit. I typically put this on at night as well. I do have eyelash extensions, so I just brush those out. Lash extensions, honestly, huge life hack. Makes you wake up feeling a little bit cuter. And then my retainers come out. I have retainers I had Invisalign, and then it's time to brush my teeth. I don't know why I have such a power stance while I'm doing that, but you know what, it's the morning and you might as well just start off strong. Next, I'm moving on to my brows. My order of makeup and everything is very out of order, but like this is legit just how my brain works. So I can't start the day without my brows, and I really don't put on makeup because I'm actually going to be working from home today. But I find that even just having a little something, you know, helps me feel like I have more structure in the day, and it also helps me feel a bit better if I end up going on camera for any video calls throughout the day. I do put some concealer on. This is from Too Faced. It is super old and very gross looking, but I mostly use this on my under eyes and then a little bit of highlighting as well. Nothing crazy. I try to give my skin a break from using foundation throughout the week if I'm not, you know, actually going anywhere. So I mostly just use concealer, cover up any blemishes if there are any. I do want to add a bit of color to my face, so I use bronzer. This is from Hoola, and it's mostly just around my cheekbones, some of it on my nose area, and then on my cheeks I like to put a little bit of blush. This is a cream blush from Melt that I love, and it just gives me a really nice soft color. Lastly, my brows, again, because I don't really have any natural brows, so they need a little bit more work, so I go in with my Urban Decay brow kit and I just give it a bit more shape and color. When it comes to getting dressed while I am working from home, as you can see, I'm in a crew neck and I'm in another crew neck. So I don't usually sleep in crew necks, but because I was in one, I just switched into a daytime crew neck, you know? I'm trying to put on my Laneige lip mask, dropped it, typical. This is mainly for overnight use, but because it is so dry and cold, I end up using it throughout the day as well. I'm putting on these really simple hoops. I got them from Amazon. I wear them a lot, and that's basically it. Another thing that I love about being able to wake up a bit earlier is taking time to tidy up, taking time to, you know, just do some things around the apartment so that it feels a bit cleaner in case there's dishes left over, which there typically are from the night before, and just wiping down the counters. Even though it's not a huge cleanup or anything, it just helps make the space feel a bit tidier. It just makes me feel a bit better starting the day off.
It is breakfast time, my favorite time of the morning. If you know you're gonna have a busy day and you know you're gonna have a lot of things happening, you might be stressed out about it, one of the best things you can do is to do things that are for you and enjoy your time, make time for yourself before the day starts. If you watched any of my videos, you know that I'm not a morning person. I'm trying to be, but like I'm just not. And I'm not gonna force myself to be, but even just having a little more time in the mornings makes such a big difference because I just get to do a little bit of cleaning, I get to make breakfast, I get to sit down and eat it, and I definitely appreciate the fact that I have that luxury because I work from home. On the days that I don't work from home, my morning routine looks very, very different, but I am working from home today. So I'm gonna make some egg whites, feta, and avocado. It's been my staple breakfast, healthy-ish, and you know, fills me up. It's the little things that help me get in the right headspace. It really helps so that I don't feel like the day has gone by and I haven't even taken a break, I haven't even made time for myself. This is a time for myself, and that's why I do feel like having some sort of routine in the morning makes a really big difference. So let's make some breakfast and enjoy the rest of this morning. God, I don't think this avocado's ready. No avocado today, kind of sad about it, but I just have some egg whites and feta. I know it doesn't look like a whole lot, but it makes me happy because I feel like I'm doing something right. Just did a what I eat in a day video. I felt like it was a pretty accurate representation of what I try to do with my meals, and it's simple. It's always simple because who has that time in the morning? Not me. I'm gonna have my breakfast and then I'm gonna take my dog out for a walk after. I don't have my coffee when I'm having my breakfast because I try to wait at least an hour and a half to 2 hours before I have my coffee. Oh my god, why is it so dark? I just had to move you guys over. I don't know why it got super dark, but I was saying I wait to have my coffee until at least an hour and a half to 2 hours after I wake up. I'll put an article here as to why I do that. I found out about it probably a month ago now, and I think it's something to do with how your brain has its own chemicals or something that helps you wake up. So the fact that you're having caffeine actually disrupts that, so that's why you have more crashes and stuff. I'm just telling you what I read. I mean, I could be totally off, but that's what I've been doing. So I'm gonna have my breakfast, then I'm gonna go walk my dog, and then I'm gonna make some coffee. I also got another text from my boyfriend. He says it's not very, 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 very cold. It's fucking Baltic. So yeah, and I showed you guys, I don't know, the weather right now currently is -17 Celsius. So you do the math, whatever that is in Fahrenheit. I don't even think that's on the Fahrenheit scale. I'm not looking forward to it. It's been really, really cold in the mornings. I will say though, it is nice outside in terms of the sun. The sun is out, the sky is blue. That doesn't happen very often these days because the winter gets kind of gloomy. I'm also listening to the James Cameron episode of Smartless. I really like podcasts in the morning. It kind of gives me the feel like I'm listening to the radio, but I just feel like just hearing some conversation in the mornings is nice and like learning new things. Didn't know James Cameron was from Niagara Falls, which is in Ontario where I live, so that was very cool. Also, in the morning, I drink water. It's my first drink before I have my coffee. This is a liter, so I try to have 3 of these, which is just short of a gallon. If I have more, amazing, but that's my minimum that I try to have.
Good morning, Dean. Hello. Hello. Are you ready for a walk? Is that a yes? You wanna go for a walk? Let's go. Let's go.
So getting ready to go out for a walk in the winter is a whole chore. I just want to say that it's not fun. Like, I don't like the winter, don't love the cold, probably living in the wrong place to feel that way, but like you saw the temperature, it is no joke. I'm literally putting an extra pair of pants on and that wasn't even warm enough. I was still freaking cold. I got my Canada Goose long, full-length jacket, like come on, and I was still freezing. How? I also had to put on my big boots and my toque, very, very Canadian.
That was absolutely brutal. Not fun at all. My hands are frozen. How was it fun, was it? Bean literally just wanted to come back inside. He was like, fuck this shit. I get it, Bean. I totally get it. It was nasty and very cold, and my hands are so cold. It's time for some coffee. I've shown this a few times. This is a French press. I basically make cold brew with my French press overnight. This is essentially my money saving tip so that I'm not buying Nespresso pods for $2 each, and I'm also not going to get Starbucks. I make this at night, and then when it's time for some coffee, which is definitely time for, I am gonna just press it. And there's my coffee. I'm gonna put some of this sugar-free vanilla syrup. Oh my god, I put way too much. That is way too much. Oh, no. Okay. I'm clearly half awake still because what the fuck am I doing? Trying to be aesthetic, it's not working.
So a lot of times I'll work in the den, which is kind of my office for work, but because it's such a nice day out, I typically like to spend some time in the mornings working from the kitchen to get some natural light. What I've been doing recently is actually writing some daily affirmations in my notebook. These are honestly just things to tell myself to think more positively and help me feel more grounded, especially if I know that the day is going to be crazy with work or, you know, just things that might be on my mind that are making me feel anxious. So I'll take the time to write that out.
Bean, no!
And then I log into work. Sometimes I'll log in right at 9 o'clock, but if I have the time and I'm in the right headspace, I do try to log in before that so that I can get myself ahead of any emails, get myself ahead of my to-do list. I try not to give myself too much stress if I end up logging in at 9 o'clock because that's okay too. And I'm just doing a stretch, you know, because I was still trying to wake up. Bean has a habit of humping my leg. I think it's because he wants attention.
Bean.
As you can see, he's quickly running away. But that's it for my morning routine. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't yet. I would really appreciate it. And check out other videos from me on the screen. And I'll see you guys next time.